Good evening, ladies as well as gentlemen. Papa Boris here with some more Hearthstone Arena, playing Priest, and I'm 3-0, although it was a tough road to get here without any Shadow Word deaths or mind controls. Somehow managed to scrape by 3 wins. I'll be very happy to make it to 6. I'll be happy to make it to 6 with this deck. Doesn't seem like all that strong of a deck. Wouldn't be too surprised if I lost at some point around these parts. Anyway, it's Tuesday. The new brawl's coming out tomorrow. I find myself quite excited to find out what it is. Now that most of the obvious brawls, or all the ones I can think of, have been done, everything from this point is going to be wacky and interesting. The last brawl was pre-made decks, so that presumably means the next one will be a make-your-own deck. I'm kind of a torn mind which ones I like better. The pre-made decks certainly require less effort, which I appreciate, but I feel like the ones where you could make your own deck end up being, well, have the potential to be better brawls. They also have the potential to be worse. For example, I think that the one before the last one with the 10 mana, I think that one was really stupid. I think that was my least favorite brawl because really the best thing to do was to play some kind of frickin' stupid-ass Miracle Rogue BS. And it wasn't really that much about, you know, like, playing interesting decks. However, the Summoner's Brawl, the one that had, you know, you put your bunch of spells in your deck and then you get random minions, that one was the best one of all time. So, it's, you know, the best of times and the worst of times when Blizzard lets you make your own decks in the brawls. So we'll see how they do in the next one. I feel like some of the other brawls, like where, you know, you get bananas and 1-mana spells to give you stuff, those were just sort of meh. Like, they weren't terrible, but they weren't, you know, that exciting either. So, let's see. She's going to make a 3-drop and kill off my Shrinkmeister. Luckily, Dark Cultist is a pretty good card, so puts her in an awkward position with her Raging Worgen. I would love for her to run in the Worgen. No, I guess the right way to do it is to ping the Worgen, hit me for 4, and then trade against the Dark Cultist, which she is smart enough to realize. But I'm still happy with that because it means she is not playing a 4-drop. And that's good. So I have the tempo here. Now I don't need Taunt, so I'm going to play the Trog. I think Taunt is valuable to keep. And this might stop her from playing things like, I don't know, Mirror Image or Arcane Intellect or whatever. Ah, she gets a 4-6. Well, butts. That's no good. Here's where Ascension would have actually been pretty handy. In fact, I am going to make one and then give it Power Word Shield. I was thinking of playing the Shattered Sun Cleric, but this seems smart. So now, even with the ping, she can't kill this. She needs a Fireball or a Polymorph on it. If she does have that, I'm in a little bit of trouble. Mirror Image. Okay, so she must have a Fireball for this or she wouldn't be playing Mirror Image. No, she doesn't. She was just okay with giving me a buff here. Okay. Well, it's not necessarily a bad play. So, let's see. We're going to obviously kill that and kill that. Now we have some options. I could play this. The problem is if it hits the spell stopper, it doesn't actually kill her. I could heal this. The problem with that is then I'm left with 4 mana, which either plays this or that, neither of which is all that great. But I'm actually going to do it. Let's do it. I'm going to heal this. And I'm going to play the Cleric to make it harder for her to get past this engine. She clearly doesn't have any good answers to it, so hopefully she doesn't top deck one, and then that'll be good. Now this is a 5/5 which I paid 4 mana for, which is pretty good. It first just killed a Mirror Image, which wasn't that exciting, but I did go up a card killing those Mirror Images, so I'd say I actually have a little bit of an advantage here, although, you know, with mages they can always catch back up. I'd say I've got the edge, slightly. This is an important turn. If she has a lackluster turn here, I'm going to feel pretty good about my chances. Alright, so I used the Shattered Sun Cleric on my Sanjin, which I kind of regret now because having it on this would have enabled me to kill off the Spectral Knight. But it could be worse. Let's just keep it real simple. We'll kill off the Spell Stopper, play the Overpowered Lobber, trade my Cleric in for that, and then with 2 mana, I think I'm going to heal this rather than play my Raider, because we're getting up to Flame Strike time, so I'd rather make this survive Flame Strike until turn 9. If she Flame Strikes, it's kind of awkward for her anyhow because this will actually get buffed. Zero Drake. Alright, well, not too bad. If I'd played this, I could have killed the Fairy Dragon with it. Alright, we got the Gnomish Inventors here. I think I will do this. That seems fine. Thought Steal. Alright, so I'm going to kill this. Heal it so it doesn't die to ping. Trade that there. And I'll play the Raider now. So if she Flame Strikes, it'll clear my board. It'll be 4 cards to my 5. With 9 mana, I can play this and this, which is pretty good. Gets me up a card and gives me a 5/5. She does have, unfortunately, the Flame Strike. But it's alright. I think that as far as Flame Strikes go, it could definitely have been worse. So we do this to get a card. Sludge Belcher or Tiger. Well, I think we'll go for the Tiger because it hits harder, and I think I need the harder hitting more than I need the taunt at the moment. She's got 5 cards. I've got 6, soon to be 7, and I've got 2 Thought Steals. So I'm actually feeling pretty good about my chances. Well, awkwardly can't really deal with these minions. So let's Thought Steal once, see if she has anything good for me. She's got junk. Alright. This perhaps? And let's see what Arcane Missiles can do for us here. 1 on this would let my Tiger kill it. 1 on that would let my Gnomish Inventor kill it. Well, unfortunately, we got a whiff on the Water Elemental. But let's see what 2-drop comes out. It's a 3/2. Alright. So... do I use a Holy Smite here? If I Holy Smite this... Now, let's just do this and play Fairy Dragon. I don't know, that might not have been the right play, but I hope she doesn't have 2 Flame Strikes. As long as she doesn't have 2 Flame Strikes, we can get up another card with Thought Steal. Hopefully I'd get something better than Fairy Dragon and Missiles out of her deck this time. Hopefully she's got some Polymorphs and Fireballs hanging out in there. Ah, Flame Wanker. That's just the worst. And a Polymorph. Ouch. Well, hopefully the Flame Wanker misses my sheep. It got my sheep first thing. That was great. Oh, and she gets another wanking. Alright, well, luckily, she doesn't have the mana left over to ping after that, so that's good. Let's see what Thought Steal is going to give us. 2 Mirror Entities. Ah, great. So this is probably a Mirror Entity here. Do I give her Ascension? Christ. Well, I guess I can hope. Against all hope that this is a duplicate. It's not. Alright, instead of playing a minion, I'm just going to play my own Mirror Entity then. Hopefully she plays something better than that Fairy Dragon we thought stole earlier. She has a lot of Mirror Entities, because there was 1 in her hand and I got 2 more out of the deck. You can't Thought Steal the same card twice, so it's at least 3. Now this isn't Counterspell, it's not Duplicate, it could still be Ice Armor and Vaporize. I don't know that it was Mirror Entity. And she gives me a Fairy Dragon. Alright, it's fine. It'll trade with a Water Elemental at least. So it could be worse. Hogger? Oh man, she had this to ferret out Mirror Entity so she can get a Hogger in. Well, I've got 2 Holy Novas in here, which could actually possibly get me out of jail. Alright, I'm going to give her a piece of crap. Crap for crap here. It's actually not Mirror Entity. Wow. Alrighty. Well... let's play Ascension and another Mirror Entity. I really just need to get one of these Holy Novas. It's 1 in 6 chance. However, I need to make sure I don't die before I get them. So please give me something good. She gets her other Mirror Entity, or one of her Mirror Entities at least. Shucks a doodle daisy. No, so this is really bad. So if I place that Sludge Belcher, she gets a Sludge Belcher, which does not die to Holy Nova. I'm so annoyed that she had the Fairy Dragon to get out the Mirror Entity of mine. Well, I can give her Sludge Belcher, or I can give her Cairn. That's just friggin' great. Alright, well, let's kill that. Do I give her a Sludge Belcher? Just to have one of my own? I think I have to. The alternative is that I sit around and never get to play Cairn. So at least, you know, let me give myself a Cairn and stop a bunch of damage with the Sludge Belcher. Alright, so she can do this, then she can ping it and kill it with quote-unquote her Sludge Belcher, so I saved some damage. Please be a good minion. It's a Harvest Golem. Well, it's not the greatest, but I guess it'll do. I could still use that Holy Nova. Better than 1 in 6 odds of getting it now. Doesn't happen. Alright, and of course I get something to get rid of a Mirror Entity. Jeez. Alright, so can I get past this guy? I could if I Holy Smited, but then I might as well just Holy Smite Hogger directly. So we'll do this. And this. And I'll play this. Why not? Is there any point in running these things into the Sludge Belcher? Not really, so I'm just going to pass. So she still has the secret. I've never hit her face with it, so it's probably an Ice Armor or a Vaporize. Oh, she got a Flame Strike. Are you kidding me? Oh, man, that was such a good top deck. It hurts. Christ, I'm going to lose this game. That was my game to win, but she had some amazing top decks. Mirror Entity was really, really good. And I just couldn't seal the deal. So I have to hang on to Cairn here, even though it means going fairly low on health. Let's do it this way so it's not pingable. I'm down to 8 health, which is a problem. She will, however, take a moment to get rid of that guy. Does she seriously top deck an answer to it? She seriously does. Wow. Wow. And in perfect order, too. The Flame Strike and then the Frostbolt. If it had been the other way around, I would have been in much better shape. Alright, we got ourselves an Acolyte of Pain here, which will help me get those Holy Novas that are too late now. Please be a bad top deck. Come on, you've had enough good ones. Alright, she got a bad top deck. So that'll die to my Acolyte while giving me a card. No, she's actually going to give me 2 cards right now so she can keep this. Very smart. Very smart indeed. Alright. Can I get an answer to this thing of some sort? Oh, Holy Nova. Thanks, game. Really owe you one for that. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and do a Holy Nova because the odds of my being able to kill 2 things at once are obviously kind of small. Let me play this so if it is a Vaporize, I don't lose my Crusher. Luckily, it's Ice Barrier, which is really good. Because I can heal myself faster than she can ping me to death, so actually I'm doing okay here. Apart from the fatigue issue, because I took more cards than she did. Oh my god, this is her other mirror entity. Oh no! So now I'm going to give her a 6/6. Well, I have to hope there's another crappy minion in here that I can ferret that out with. Oh, Jesus. Fuck mirror entity. Just, I can't believe how badly I'm getting toasted by mirror goddamn entity. And I know that's what it is, I thought stole it. The odds of her having some other secret there, very, very small. So I need to top deck a crappy minion. I don't even know if I have any crappy minions left in here. Light Bomb does not kill this. So I'm in trouble. Wolf Rider, thank the holy merciful heavens. Okay, so this ferrets out the mirror entity. I will kill it with the Wolf Rider because the Wolf Rider otherwise gets pinged. I'm going to play a 6/6, which is really good. So I got 3 cards left, so I will lose to fatigue. Light Bomb is not the greatest. It's a dead draw, which sucks. She's going to draw a couple of cards. Unfortunately, she's still going to win on fatigue. Dragon Egg is good, because it doesn't even deal damage to itself with Light Bomb. She's going to ping it to get the thing. Very clever. Very clever. Very clever indeed. We got an Elven Archer. Alright, sure, let's play this. And I'm going to hit her in the face. I think I have to go for the win here. Go for the kill. Basically, I need to make her run this Water Elemental into my Crusher to stop from losing. Arcane Missiles. That could be a problem. If too many of them hit this, she'll be able to kill it. Right, luckily, only one hit that one. She decides to do that, which is very smart. I'm almost out of cards. Alright, the problem is if I do Holy Nova, this Dragon Egg will actually pop out. If I do Light Bomb, this thing dies. I'm in a little bit of trouble. You know what, though? I could still win on fatigue, thanks to Holy Nova. I could still win. Let's see what she decides to do here. Because I've got healing myself and Holy Nova for some extra healing. She actually tried to make the secret deck. Hilarious. Alright, so we've got a Holy Nova here, which will clear out her board. Now, what's my last card? It's an Infiltrator. Well, it'll have to do. The question is, do I let her hit me for 3? There's 2 cards left in her deck. Let's do some math, folks. So, no, I need to do this, clearly. Do I? Let's see. At the current state of affairs, I'm at 15 health, down to 14. She's at 17, down to 15. No, I definitely lose because I am lower on health. And I do take 1 net damage a turn from my hero ability in her. So I have to do this right now to clear out her board and heal myself. And I have to hope that she plays something with attack at least as big as its health so that I can kill it. Okay, luckily Light Bomb will deal with Grim Patrons. However, I think I might die to fatigue before she does. Because I have 5 extra health, but I take 2 extra fatigue damage, which matters a lot. Well, let's give this a shot. So now we Light Bomb and heal. Man, I think even if this card is useless, then she still wins on fatigue. And if it's a minion, then I definitely lose. It's a hardest golem. Alright, I lose. Yeah, I'm gonna take too much extra damage. Well, that was annoying. Mirror Entity won the game for her. She's gonna have to draw 5 cards. I am not gonna survive 5 more draws, unfortunately. Because I'm already taking 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm not gonna survive it. Oh, fuck. That was really irritating. Butts. Butts, 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 and more butts.
Many butts.
Many butts indeed. That is really just too bad. So, there's our loss that we expected would have to happen at some point. I needed to be able to dodge one more Mirror Entity, or have her Flame Strike and Frostbolt top decks come up in the opposite order. We have quite the opening hand here. I like an apple. That's just one particular one. This person does not like all apples, he'll have you know. There's just one particular apple this person's really enamored by, and he is going to take that apple with him to the grave. Alright, so Elven Archer, hopefully we'll find a target. Of course, it's a little bit luck dependent. It's not every day people play 1 toughness minions, but there we go, is our web spinner. So, let's go ahead and drop this puppy down. Now, like I mentioned before, it's not that hard to come back when you go down, when you have an Elven Archer on the table, and of course the person actually finds this freaking Crocolisk. Hilarious. Alright, do I play the Acolyte? Sure, let's go ahead and grab an Acolyte here. This guy wouldn't have killed the Croc, so there's really no point in doing it. But the Acolyte plus the Infantry plus the Elven Archer will kill the Crocolisk by their powers combined. Oh, he decides to ignore my Archer completely and sneak into extra damage. Well, that's a mistake. You should not do that. Why would he let my Elven Archer kill his thing? That makes absolutely no sense. Okay, well then. Do I play this or the Cultist that has just appeared? Let's draw a card first. Alright, and we're going to play this thing. So I really think he messed up there. I don't know why he threw a Clockwork Gnome in front of the Acolyte without even killing the Archer. But anyway, this seems like a good start. We got this thing, which thanks to the Acolyte is actually going to be a little bit bigger than it should be. Ah, does he have the frickin' Timberwolf? Thankfully, he does not. So that was good. If he'd had the Timberwolf, that would have been annoying. But otherwise, Gnomergan Infantry was really good there. Alright, do I throw the Acolyte out? Actually, I don't think I even want to play the Twilight Drake here. I think we just want to play this guy and kill his thing. So even with his hounds getting 3 dogs, he's got 6 cards to my 7, and he's actually up here. Alright, there's the Farseer. Now, I could kill this with my creatures and play the Tiger. Alternatively, I could play the Drake. Well, why don't we just kill this thing? Yeah, this seems fine. I even get to keep this guy alive. The Acolyte was really good there. My opponent's play was pretty bad. He's got now 6 cards to my 8, and I have the lead on the board with comparable health, so he's got to make the most of his initiative here, or he's going to be in a lot of trouble. More dogs. Well, that's not the most impressive dog day here. He really just used it to kill that. Ah, he wanted to open up the Deadly Shot. Okay, that was pretty well played. I think he made the right choice there. He suboptimally used the dogs, but as they say, a good option now is better than the best option later. Now that he's used his Deadly Shot, let's drop out Cairn. Even if he has another Deadly Shot or an Explosive Shot, Cairn will come back. He's got Dr. Boom. So well played, sir. Well played. He's got his own legendary. Even if I use the Shrinkmeister against Dr. Boom, I cannot kill it with Shadowword Pain, nor can I... Bless you. Nor can I kill it with Cairn. And this guy still kills Cairn. Okay, so what I think we need to do here is drop an early Light Bomb. I'm going to hit him in the face, and then Light Bomb to clear out his legendary. And okay, so I got a little lucky. The bombs both hit my face. That was only a 25% chance, so Cairn actually gets a little bit extra mileage. Got a Yeti there. And a Panther. I can actually kill this with Holy Nova. Is that worth doing? Am I that scared of what he's got? I think what I'd rather do is just play the Shrinkmeister and kill this Yeti, which allows me to then play Ascension. Lowest health always in the middle. Holds up against his Tiger. If he keeps his Tiger hidden because of the Ascension, that's really good, because I can play then Holy Nova and kill the Panther, or not the Tiger, the Panther. Alright, he's going to trade it for the Ascension. That was a pretty good use of his spare part. Got a Frost Elemental, okay. So he's freezing off my Bloodhoof. I could Holy Nova and throw the Shrinkmeister at it to kill it. But I think what I'll do instead is play this to get a card. And then play this. And then give it Taunt to stop him from dealing 5 damage to my face, hopefully. If he does silence this, I could be in trouble down to 13 health. He could burn me out, although I have Holy Nova for some extra healing. And of course my hero ability. He does have a Hunter's Mark. Does he have a way of killing it? No, he doesn't. He's just going to do this. Secret and Time Rewinder. So it appears that this is an explosive trap. Oh no, he just wanted to use that again. Alright, well played. He's really making the most of his stuff here. So explosive trap is the most likely. I think what I'm going to do is just keep it real simple. We're going to hit that there. Oh, it's a freezing trap. Interesting. So he actually gave me another use of my Shrinkmeister, which is fine. Do I want to do it to make this hit for 3? That seems kind of pointless. I think we'll just draw a couple of cards. Wow, alright, I don't have any beasts, unfortunately. But we'll play this guy who's nice and big. And do I heal my face or play a cultist? I'm going to heal my face here because I think my only real chance of losing is to get burned out. So let's heal up as much as I can. I don't care about trading 2 cards to kill this one because it doesn't really matter. Holy Nova will finish it off anyway, and as long as I... Oh my god, he's going to do it again. Well, I gotta give him some props here. That was some really impressive pandaing. One of them was based on a Time Rewinder, which was a little bit lucky that he pulled it, but still, he's made really good use of the stuff that he had. Alright. Well, he's making his minion count. Let's play this, though, which seems pretty good. Kill that. And, yeah, let's just heal myself. That's fine. Make sure he doesn't burn me out with any shenanigans. If he gets this to bounce again, I'm going to be super impressed. That was just a lot of bouncing. He's got another secret. Okay, most likely candidate is again Explosive Trap, especially because he played it first. This guy's a good player. He'd know something like, draw cards first, so he's pretty committed to that secret. I bet it's an Explosive Trap because it kills both my things. So we're going to Holy Nova here to heal my stuff. Check for the Freezing Trap just in case. With this, it is Explosive Trap, so I guessed that correctly. And then, oh, right, that guy... right, spell damage! I totally forgot about it. Hang on, he actually messed up. Because of spell damage, Cairn died. I wasn't expecting it to. I should have actually healed it before attacking. Because then I only had 9 damage. I didn't have the kill. Oh my god, he prematurely conceded. That's amazing. Because I screwed up. He was in it. He was down to 11 health, wasn't he? So the Crusher wouldn't have killed him. I had too little health to be able to avoid his stuff. I didn't have any minions that made a difference. Yeah, I should have healed Cairn so he didn't die. I just forgot about the spell damage. Ooh, man. That's crazy. Okay. So up against another Hunter. This one's so metal, it just hurts. Metal like an apple. Alright, we got our pair of 3-drops with the coin. Question is, do you keep Power Word Shield here? Yeah, but not the Thought Steal. I'll keep the Power Word Shield. It won't be used until turn 3 or most likely 4 at the latest, or at the earliest, but I figure it was worth keeping, because it could give me some board advantage if I don't get removal. Ah, we got a 1-drop. Now, I'm very happy I kept this. It's sort of like I got a 2-3 for, well, 2 mana, but spread in 2 installments. But there's a card attached, so whatever. Let's see if he's going to play something nice. Alright, the ooze. Well, there's no point power word shielding here. So I'm just going to drop Acolyte and trade. Next turn I have options. I can use a Wolf Rider to kill something, or I can power word shield this thing, run in and hit it, and then heal it. Try to get extra cards out of it. Ooh, he misses turn 3. That's a really good sign. So no need to power word shield here. That would be a mistake. Instead, we just want to play Wolf Rider. Now, I could have gone for Thoughtsteal for the cards, but I think I'd rather get the board presence than the cards. Here, if he multi-shots, I couldn't care less. I get a card back from the Acolyte, and I get to play Sen'jin. Okay, I would rather he didn't have a multi-shot, truth be told. Alright, we got that guy. So, unfortunately, the 5 health is a bit too much for me to break in. But I will go ahead and power word shield the Wolf Rider. And then run in with my Acolyte. Bomb Lobber. That would be good next time, wouldn't it? The problem is, if I hold on to Bomb Lobber and he plays another minion, the Bomb Lobber might hit it. So I think it is worth my time to hit this thing. And then heal up the one that hits harder or the one that gives me extra cards. I'm doing fine on cards. I think I need the board presence more than the cards. Let's heal the Wolf Rider up. So now my Acolyte threatens to kill this and get a card. He can't target it with healing spells. Harders don't have healing spells. Ah, the dogs. Wow, so many dogs today. So he's going to distract my Lobber quite effectively. And then finish off... Actually, no. I guess I do get to play my Lobber if I want to. Do I want to? I don't really want to play a Lobber here. That seems kind of silly. Let's just play the Tiger. So I've got plenty of health. A big card lead. He's only got 6 cards. I have 7 in my hand, 2 of which are more cards. He's got a Sen'jin, which will die to my Tiger, so clearly he's desperate. He really wishes, I bet he had a deadly shot for this Tiger like the last hunter did. Not that it helped him. Ha 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 ha. So now, do I play my Lobber? I don't know. It doesn't really actually seem that useful to play the Lobber. I think I'd rather just play this, and lowest health in the middle, do this. So I'm just starting to build up board presence here and dominate his ass. Uh-oh, does he have another beast? He's got a quick shot. So no other beast, but he will kill off my Sen'jin, and the Rhino will survive. He then gets a card off of Loot Hoarder. However, I think I'm doing fine here. I can kill this thing and play my other stuff. This is a pretty good turn 7. Got some big beef dropping down, and I get to kill this creature for 0 mana. So he's got 5 cards. I have 5 in hand, 3 on the board. My life is fine. He really needs to get something huge to happen here. Light Bomb is actually not too bad. It will not kill these 2 of my creatures, so he can kill a bunch of his stuff. He's got a Houndmaster, though, which is definitely a desperate move. And he hits the face, which is really weird. So he's, like, signaling that he thinks he can burn me out, which is very odd. Why does he think he can burn me out when I have this much health? Well, there's no point saving the Lobber anymore. I'm going to play this in case he's got the more dogs, because that will eat up a few of them. Well, I guess he's got the bow. So he gets 5 dogs. Okay, he doesn't have more dogs. Bow plus a dog. He had 4 more dogs. He really could have only killed this and this. Yeah, I was fine. Unless, of course, he had dogs and a dog buff. Then I would have been in a bit of trouble. Okay, not too bad. Not too bad at all.
Too bad.
Too bad. Not too bad. No, not too bad. Yeah. So I can actually make it to 7 wins here. I'm daring to be optimistic here. I got 2 wins before 2 losses is what it takes. So let's see what happens here. Play Hearthstone on the phone, tablet, and computer. Use the same card collection on all 3. Well, that's what I would assume. Who would think, like, oh yeah, it's a different account on each thing. That's silly. Anyway, we're up against a mage. Sup, Larry? How's it going? My name's not Larry. Oh, I wish I could change my name mid-game to be Larry. I don't think you can change your name in real time. You can change your name, but I don't think you can change it in the middle of a game. That I could be like Larry. Alright, so we have a couple of 3-drops to play on turn 2 and 3, and then I have a turn 4 play. This is good on turn 6. So all I'm missing is turn 1 and turn 5, which is alright. This thing sucks. There's no way in hell she's gonna have 6 or more cards. But this is good. It's like a spider tank without the mech thing. Holy Nova. Well, it's a theoretical turn 5 play, so let's see how good her 2-drop is. Hopefully it's something that will not kill a Dark Cultist. It's a Trog. Well, that's a little awkward, actually. Because if I coin out the Cultist, this goes up to be 3 health. I'm going to do it, though. I'm going to do it. Because if she wants to run in and ping to trade, that takes up a 3rd turn, I'm okay with her taking that tempo loss. Whoops, she says. I wonder why. Oh, she thinks I made a mistake. Well, alright, now I need to win this game. This person's got no manners. And, yeah, I'm gonna say oops, too. Like, oh, God, I'm so devastated. So friggin' devastated that, you know, you did a thing I wanted you to do. Sup. Alright, so, here, this does stop, like, gnomish inventors and other, you know, things like that draw cards. Alright, so we will kill this. And I'm going to play the Trog. I mean, I could have healed this so that it didn't die to the Snow Chugger, but I think that would have been rather silly. Of course, because then I would be passing up on a lot of tempo. She's got 6 cards, I got 7. Well, she's about to go back 6 to 6 and 6. However, this will kill this. So, let's see what she can do with 3 mana. She made the right choice. Running into this, I think, would have been a mistake. And she has nothing with the rest of her mana. Alright, so do I get 2 cards and a heal, or 1 card and a minion? Let's get 1 card and a minion. I think this is fair enough. Gotta get that board presence. Now this is out for another turn. She's got 6 cards. I have 6 in hand, 2 on the board, so she needs to catch back up. I will have this coming. Of course, though, this could die to Polymorph. Polymorph's a really good answer to it, and she hasn't really had any other Polymorph targets, not counting this. Do I risk it, or do I play around the 1 card? This is actually really bad for mages, of course. Alright, so the 4/4 is pretty solid here. Can't quite kill it with this, even buffed by the Cleric. Light Bomb doesn't seem very smart, so we'll just trot this guy out. She has a Polymorph, she has a Polymorph. So she can run the Dwarf into this, then Polymorph. I get a Sheep. She can ping the Sheep. That's her whole turn. Then I throw this at the Dwarf. And what do I do with my turn? Well, I can Thought Steal and hope to get a good minion. She doesn't have Polymorph, she has a Silence. Does she have a Fireball to go with that? Fireball? Nope. But she's going to throw her Dwarf at it. Alright, I'm okay with that. Because with this, I get to keep my body, and I got to take out her creature. Oh, she gets greedy. Oh, greedy. Greedy, greedy, greedy. Killing that thing off. Wow, this is why it doesn't pay to be greedy. Whoops. I heal my creatures up to full health, and also kill all over her board. Alright, so now she needs a Flame Strike. This guy will actually live, and I could heal him up. So my hero ability being very good here. Heal him up so it doesn't get pinged the following turn. And then with my 6 remaining mana, I can play the Gnomish Inventor and get a card. Or I can actually play this for a buff, and then this to get 2 cards, which I think is probably better. Stormwind Champion. That's pretty good. Even with the buff from the Cleric, this thing neither kills it nor survives against it, which kind of sucks. So I could go Light Bomb, which will kill the Stormwind Champion, and then keep all my other stuff alive. Barely. But let's Thought Steal, see if I can find a Fireball or something. I cannot. So what I'm going to do here is keep it simple. I can only play 1 minion, so I might as well have it be a big one. And then I'm going to throw away Cairn and a creature to kill the Stormwind Champion, which I'm fine with because I'm ahead on cards, so I'm okay with spending some of my card advantage to clear out the board. She has 4 cards. I have 6 in my hand, so I'd say I'm doing pretty well. She's got to have some amazing cards here. Deathwing will actually fall to Light Bomb. This is one of the best creatures in the game to kill with Shadow Word Pain. Unless she has a Shattered Sun Cleric to buff this up so it doesn't die to the pain, she's going to be in a lot of pain when she sees what I'm doing next turn. LOL. LOL. Oh, I'm gonna do some BM.
What?
I'm gonna do some BM. Some bad manners, Psyche. Bad manners. Alright, because this person BM'd me earlier, I'll BM them now. Have you never heard that phrase? BM? Bad manners?
Oh, I've heard the phrase BM.
Bad manners.
Why? I think you should retire that one.
Senki, that is a standard phrase within the Hearthstone and other gaming communities.
Yeah, also within the proctologist office.
Well, I think from context it was clear which kind of BM I was talking about.
Okay.
Ah, my girlfriend, she's a hoot. She is a hoot. Alright, so I'm still fine even after that Flame Strike. Gonna go ahead and play this. Get a nice 5-7 here. We'll get a nice 4-7 as well. No, a 4-6, begging your pardons. This is a pretty good rebuilding after Flame Strike. I'm still ahead on cards. Light Bomb doesn't kill any of my own things. She's almost dead. Actually, what is this? 9, 11, 13 damage, 14 damage. So I actually am threatening lethal. Does she have a way to finish this off? She does. Oh, if it had hit the tiger, she could have still frozen this, so never mind. Okay. Well, do I just hit her in the face here? I feel like that's not a bad plan. Let's see if she has any fireballs or anything in there. She's got an ogre and a mirror entity. Alright, let's just play the ogre and hit her in the face. I mean, I'm at full health here. Threatening lethal with this and the ogre. So she has to have an answer to the ogre. Shredder doesn't do it. Does she have a Defender of Argus? She does not. Alright, well played. And she decides to ping the tiger because that's really relevant. Oh, so sad. Alright, we have time for one more game. Let's see if we can actually get up to 7 here. This is it for all the marbles. Man. Do 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 do. Alright, we got a druid here. Zergast. Okay, this is not a bad opening hand. We'll keep the Elven Archer. She's actually found some pretty good targets. Indeed, living up to her promise of one shot, one kill in a lot of cases. We got a web spinner. I think we killed some other one drop at some point. Like a clockwork gnome or something. Let's see if we can get lucky 3 times. Yep, play a leper gnome. No, oh, too bad. Alright, coining this out would be dumb, so we're going to pass the turn. I can do this on turn 2, maybe this on turn 3 with the coin, or this on turn 3 if it kills a spider tank or some other valuable minion. Grunt. Alright, we got a pretty good play in response to Grunt, aka a vanilla 2-3. So here he can run in and shapeshift to finish it off, but I'm fine with that, because again, that's him not playing a 3-drop, which I'm totally fine with. If he plays a spider tank, I'd be fine with that too. I could Shadow Word Paint it. And if he doesn't shapeshift to kill here, I can actually go Coin Senjin, which will protect this from his shapeshift. A Shattered Sun Cleric would be a good card for him. It would buff this to be a 3-3, then he could kill this and live. He's going to Wrath it. Alright, keep it simple. Just deals 3 damage. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is coin Ascension out. I think it's a pretty good response to this, and druids don't really have a good way of dealing with Ascension right now. Wrath doesn't really cut it, Swipe doesn't cut it, Claw obviously doesn't cut it, Starfire's too expensive. So this is a good time. I think Shadow Word Pain would have been ill-fitting here. I can catch up a card like this. Now next turn I got nothing to do, which is unfortunate, but maybe I can Shadow Word Pain and heal or something like that. If he plays Ascension, that'd be great. He's going to Wrath that. Is he going to voluntarily 2-for-1? That's the question. Okay, he's going to Elven Archer, but that doesn't change anything unless he has another Elven Archer. He actually has another Elven Archer. Wow, that was something. So he actually did not go down a card for this because he didn't lose cards. Alright, Holy Nova wouldn't be the worst thing here. Thought Steal. Well, let's Thought Steal, see what I can find. Got nothing great. Let's play an Elven Archer to kill his Elven Archer. That's probably the most Elven Archers we've seen on the screen at the same time in the history of this channel. So now, card-wise, he kills the Elven Archer. He's got 5 cards to my 6, so I'm actually doing fine on cards. Oh my god, Holy Nova would be the best. Simply the best. Better than all the rest. He must have some giant cards here or something. I can't imagine he would play nothing but crap. Turn 5, tie a bad 2-drop and Shapeshift. He must be holding something really huge. I'm fine on health. Sludge Belcher pretty much stands up to all this nonsense. So let's see if he's got a good answer to it. Up. Alright. No, don't actually do your worst. Because the worst would be a recycle. That would suck. Because I don't have any more taunt, and he could actually start to batter me down with his little army of dwarves. If I don't top deck Holy Nova in time, I'd lose. Of course, if I top deck Holy Nova, I win the game. But if he has Recycle here and I don't get Holy Nova, I could very well lose this just to being plonked away for 6 damage every turn. Alright, well I don't think he has Recycle, or he would have windmill slammed that puppy down. Bibbidi bop. Millhouse Mana Storm. That is interesting. He's lucky though, I don't have my Holy Nova. So he gets away with murder here. He actually gets to play a Millhouse. And all I have to show for it is a Power Word Shield. If I don't top deck Holy Nova on my turn or get a good spell off of the shield, I'm not going to be particularly happy. So now he's got a pretty big board. He's got 10 damage on here. I don't have any answers. Well, I do have Shadow Word Pain, so I do have an answer actually. I can kill this thing for free. But, you know, this is sort of a problem. I think if I just casually play Cairn or something here, I could end up losing just by getting burned out. Though he's sort of low on cards. I don't know. So, let's see here. I think I want to maximize my odds of getting spells. So I'm going to play the Gnomish Inventor. And then I can Power Word Shield. I did not get what I needed there. Well, perhaps that was a bit greedy of me. I should have probably just played Cairn and Power Word Shielded that. Shoot. That was probably a greedy mistake. That could cost me this game. What was I thinking? Jesus. I should have just played Cairn and then Power Word Shield and Shadow Word Pain. Then I'd have a 4-5 as opposed to a 2-6. Millhouse is going to batter me like crazy here. Yeah, he's going to try to burn me out. I don't blame him. I think I gave him a window I should not have given him. So, if he plays a big creature now, I could be totally screwed. No, he's just going to play more little stuff. Ah, man, I'm going to get beaten by a really bad deck. This deck has lots of crap in it. Back in my early Hearthstone days, I would make decks like this all the time, like full of cheap stuff. But, unfortunately, because I played badly, he might actually win. So we're going to get this down, which is good. And I need to kill off that and that. Now, do I heal myself? I go down to, what, 7, 6? I gotta do it. I gotta get a creature on the table because I need to try to wipe his stuff off the board. So he could kill me now. He's got 7, 8 damage. I'm down to 5 health. If he just has a Starfire, he wins. But that's entirely my mistake because I could have had this down, which wouldn't have let me kill Cairn. Or, sorry, which would have let me kill Millhouse if I had just played the Spellbreaker, silence off the thing. This guy could have killed it. I would have been totally fine. I think I was just temporarily possessed by a very stupid demon who made me play the Gnomish Inventor. Well, the demon was smart. I was not smart. No, I was the stupid one. If I'd gotten Holy Nova, I could have won trivially. In fact, Holy Nova still helps me win relatively easily, but I only have a 2 in 17 chance of getting it. Alright, he's going to silence off the health buff, which I really couldn't care less about. The only thing I care about is not dying. So this is a very smart play. He's just going to throw everything at my face. It makes sense because I have to kill everything that he plays, and that's difficult to do. I need Holy Nova real bad. So, can I find it for the healing and the removal? The answer is no. Well, let's see. What can I do with Shrinky over here? I mean, I can keep my cultist alive is about the best I could do. Alright. So we're gonna play the Shrink Man. Kill that. Going to play this. We're gonna have to throw these guys at that thing to kill it. Should I have maybe Shrinkmeistered him after silencing him? Oh, then I could have kept those things alive, then I would have lost this. That would have probably been better. But this thing hits harder. I don't know, it's hard to say. So I'm down to 5, down to 4. If he gets a swipe or Starfire, he wins. Holy Nova I need just for the healing, basically, now. Because as long as I don't have Holy Nova, I'm just dead to swipe or Starfire. Alright, well, he swipes that instead of killing me. The sad thing is, he could still very easily win if he has any sort of 3-drop here, because none of this stuff has taunt. any 3-drop, and I pretty much don't have enough damage to survive. Mark of Nature is definitely not what I wanted to see. Oh, he's going to kill me. So that was just really bad manners before he killed me. Oh, well, I have nothing but myself to blame for that loss. I could have beaten that guy. His deck was terrible, but I played a Gnomish Inventor instead of playing a 6-drop, which prevented me from being able to kill enough of this board. I had massive card advantage at the end. All I needed was a little bit more health. I would have had that health if I had played Cairn instead of the Gnomish Inventor. So that was really stupid. I misplayed. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Please like and or subscribe if you did. And we'll be back later with some more Hearthstone Arena to see if I can make it to 7 with this run. Take care.